Prepare for trouble and make it double. Cardfight Vanguard Overdress is back for its highly anticipated Episode 2. Quick reminder, this video contains spoilers, so if you haven't watched the episode yet, please check it out and then come back. I'll wait. So if I was to sum up this episode, it would be about Yu. This episode was definitely about him and pushing his character further and his story with Vanguard. So the episode title is Trickstar, and what really happens after the opening is Yu is standing out of what appears to be a card shop. He gets nervous, runs away, and also meets Donji. Then cue the montage. Man, Donji is so cool. He works in what appears to be construction with kids and at a church. So cool, like bro Donji, right? Overdressed bro Donji, start the hashtag. And then we get to this funny scene where Yu and Donji appear to go in for a kiss in front of Megumi, who is watching in the distance, but it's really just a leaf. Not gonna lie, I really got a kick out of this. Then the pair goes to a restaurant, which Yu and Donji sit down, and Megumi's still stalking them, it seems. And then Yu explains how he wants to play Vanguard with the squad at the park, though Megumi thinks it's about something suggestive, and assumes that Yu and Donji are going out. Furthermore, Donji shows Yu a bunch of cards, and as he is taking them out, one card falls to the floor. Yu picks it up and stares at it. Then with all the cards on the table, he picks the card that fell, which turns out to be Trickstar out of Dragon Empire. Then, for the night, they decide to head to the park for Yu to be assimilated into the group. And Megumi decides to follow them, of course, as a part of the group, but she also gets nervous after hearing what she thinks she heard. At the park with Megumi still stalking them, Yu shows everybody the card Donji gave him, and then they help him make a deck for his Dragon Empire units. As this deck's being made, and Yu's finally like, okay, I'm gonna fight, we get to see Zakusa. Yeah, I know I forgot his name the last episode. So elegant drawing butterflies, and I thought, man, what an insight to his character just off this one scene. We get to see that Zakusa is a very calm, collected individual who's very focused on what he's doing, so maybe this will tie into kind of how he plays and his actions in battle. Just a quick thought, because sometimes Vanguard likes to do that, especially when I think of that, I think of Kamui and how aggressive he was with his conversation making and Nova Grappler's playstyle. And then while they're in the convo, Megumi gets called out, faints, and then to her assumption wakes up and challenges Yu. I'm going to talk more about the fight in my thoughts section, but all you guys gotta know is good job Bushiroad and I love the sleeves. The fight ends with Yu winning, and while everybody is embracing Yu, over in the distance a hooded figure is watching. Who could it be? And I guess we'll have to watch and find out. This episode was really good. I kind of enjoyed that it just picked up where we left off, and especially kind of progressed Yu's story further with Vanguard, and the interest that he gained just from watching Toya and Donji fight in the last episode. And it really kind of creates some nice serialization before this show, so it allows it to have kind of a slower pace as they're trying to flesh out the world of Overdress, with only 12 episodes to work with in this season. So I think for the rest of the season, we're just really going to focus on establishing the world and kind of introduction to the characters with a slight story to follow in the back, because we still got to understand like why the part and who are all these characters and what do they bring to the table to help make Yu a better person, it seems, because he is kind of questioning like what's around him and being a little bit negative, I noticed in the beginning with his sisters. And as of course I said in the beginning, this episode is really about him and how he got introduced to Vanguard. And quick note on that, with the fight, I really like the fight. So usually first Vanguard fights are known for being kind of a tutorial episode, and I really didn't like that about V because the V one was actually kind of boring. But this one, Bushiroad kind of just allows you to learn through watching the game itself, which I thought was an interesting choice, and I like that they actually kind of did it. And with the fight, you actually got to enjoy the fight scene for what it was, especially since, like I said, they only have 12 episodes, and get to see how to actually play the game with the decks that they're using. So they're able to explain the overdress mechanic, the ride deck mechanic, the basic flow of the fight, the standing, drawing, and attacking, all through the fight. And if you're paying attention, you could definitely figure out how to play if you have all the cards on the table. And then let's talk about Megumi. So last episode I brought up that she was kind of calm, welcoming, and collective. And what I really liked about this episode is that it actually showed you some flaws that she had. So she might be quick to assume and kind of figured out as the episode went on that what going on with Donji and Yu wasn't really happening, which was kind of like the subplot of the episode, along with Yu actually getting into Cardfight Vanguard. So, another thing that I wanted to touch on is I genuinely thought this episode was funny, especially with the Megumi scenes. And what I really enjoyed is that none of this comedy so far in these first two episodes has felt really forced, and it's actually just kind of happening through the characters. You know, like, of course it's written and storyboarded in, but it kind of just feels like as a result of the situation and what's going on, and kind of to what the characters are feeling in the moment. So yeah, those are just kind of my quick thoughts on episode 2. Let me know what you guys think of this episode. I really enjoyed it. If I was to give it a rating scale, I don't know, 8 out of 10. I wish they showed like more of the units in the fight. I can't wait to see how Nirvana and Storkeo really look going into these fight scenes. I love the look of Dragon Empire, and I can't wait to see more. But anyway, guys, these are my quick, unfiltered thoughts for Cardfight Vanguard Overdress Episode 2. Let me know what you guys think in the description. And anyways, I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great night, because I'm recording this at night. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.